In my previous video, I had covered up with the first stanza of the poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. Today we are going to begin with the second stanza. On sour cream walls, donations, Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn, civilized doom, riding all cities, bellied, flowery, Tyrolese valley, open-handed map, awarding the world its world, and yet, for these children, these windows, not this map, their world, where all their futures painted with a fog. Summary to this stanza. In this stanza, poet describes the dirty classroom. The walls of the classroom are pale and dirty and give a rather unpleasant feeling. On the walls are displayed the names of people who have given donations. There is a picture of Shakespeare on the wall. The pictures of doom of big cities represent the quality of life in those cities. Early morning sky is shown as cloudless in another picture. There is also a beautiful picture of Tyrolese Valley, a region in the Austrian province, adorned with flowers. The world map, which divides the world into countries, big and small, symbolically gives the children the whole world. But all these pictures have no meaning to these impoverished children. The world depicted on these walls is not the world of these children. Their world does not contain huge domes or prosperity or the scenic beauty presented in the picture. Unfortunately, their world is painted with fog, the fog of hopelessness and hunger. Their future is grim and uncertain and sealed with a dark and dull sky. The poet again says that their world is far away from the actual world of rivers and capes. These things are like stars in the sky which they cannot touch. So, this was the summary to the second stanza. Further, I will begin with the line to line explanation of the second stanza. Summary to the third stanza. The poet calls the portrait of Shakespeare wicked because it is meaningless for children going to a slum school. There is no quality education in these schools. The children here will never learn about Shakespeare's work. The map is also a bad example because for these children, their classroom is the whole world for them. There is no world beyond their poverty, hunger, and hopelessness. So, these maps are unreal for these children. The beautiful world with its offerings like the sun, ships, love, and care only tempt them to steal because they cannot have all these worldly things. They live in cramped holes like hutments, and there is no end to their misery. There is a perpetual state of gloom, hunger, and despair. Their bodies look like garbage heaps. They are very skinny, and their bones are peeping out through their skin. The state of poverty is intensified by the fact that the glasses which these children wear are cracked and look like broken pieces of bottle. All of their life is being destroyed here in the slum. The slum is like a blot as big as doom on the maps of these children. Summary to the fourth stanza. These children will continue to suffer this hell unless government officials like governors, inspectors, or educationists who visit such schools come forward to help them. The poet wants the civilized world to bridge the gap between them and the world of these children. They should offer these children a glimpse of a better world so that the maps become their own window to the beautiful and charming world outside. Then these windows of elementary school classroom, which confine all their hopes and dreams, must be broken so that these children can be brought out in these green fields away from the filthy surroundings. The poet desires that these children should be allowed to run freely on the golden sands under a clear sky and make progress. They should be allowed to have quality education. The poet feels that education can help them immensely because, according to him, history is written by those whose language has the warmth and the energy of the sun. Thank you, dear students. This was the summary to the second, third, and the fourth stanza. Further, we will do with the line-to-line explanation of the second, third, and the fourth stanza. Thank you.